Carolina. Here as we get you set for the Hornets and the Pelicans here in the Spectrum Center. What a day it's been so far with NBA action. And we're ready to get game 2 of this triple header underway. We got the Hornets taking on the Pelicans up next here.
At 7 feet, number 5, Mark. At forward, 6'7", number 20, Gordon Hayward. At guard, 6'1" from Louisville, wearing number 3,
So after player introductions, we'll get underway here on FoxTube TV for the final game on our coverage of the day. After this game, we won't see you again until tomorrow, as NBS TV, or aka for now, Dorm Room Sports Network on Twitch, will cover the Mavericks and Knicks game to close out the night. But here we are live from the Spectrum Center. And we're ready to tip this one away, but first, we're going to send you to our sideline reporter to talk a little bit about the teams.
Make my teammates better and impact the game in every facet. You get older, the maturity level shifts, and you understand what needs to be done, guys.
Well, looking to show how he could impact winning, Allie. Thanks for that. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans.
And here's a look at the starting lineups for tonight.
McCollum and Jones, the tandem in the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. And for the Hornets, Rozier.
And here we go. Hornets, Pelicans.
Williams in at the center.
Live right about... Wait for it. Wait for it. Right about now. And here we go. We're underway. And right off the bat, the Pelicans start with a 3. And the Hornets miss. After the same guy who shot the first 3, he drains another one.
Valanciunas has got 6. It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age.
And there's a 3 for Charlotte, so they're going to answer that last 3, but they still trail by 3. Back to the same guy who drilled the first 2. No, he doesn't make it that time. He's now 2 for 3 from 3-point range, and that allows the Hornets to tie it right up. Back to C.J. McCollum, the former Portland Trail Blazer. His former team lost to the Warriors at home earlier today. And look at that, Zion Williamson with a steal, or a takeaway, whatever you want to call it. Here's Ingram. Yes! Back out to a 6-point lead for the Pelicans. Here's Rozier. Boom! 3-pointer. 3-point Pelicans lead. Now here's Zion Williamson with a no! We were going to say 3 of his own, but unfortunately that one missed. And Rozier will tie the game up as a result of that. So C.J. McCollum delivers a 3.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Williams misses. And this should allow the Pelicans to go out and score again. Williamson looking to redeem himself and doesn't do it that time, but looks like he might get another chance here. And does that time. He redeems himself that time.
It's scary for opponents. I mean, what are you going to do with it? You're already worried about
And getting no points as Williamson drains another 3.
6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. And he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today.
And both teams are already off to a crazy start, but no one's got a crazier start than the Pelicans, who have led by 6 points twice and lead by 7. Now, Hayward's cutting to the basket and puts it in. Look at this mobile one drive right here.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, B.A.,
Ingram misses, but they're going to go for 2 this time, and nice job there.
top-tier offensive rebounder. Valanciunas uses his size and strength to his advantage to do damage on the boards.
New Orleans in the lead. The 3 is up. And he finishes.
And that guy has just drained 3-pointer after 3-pointer.
Energy coming in. Terrific execution so far. And you know, it's an all-out effort they come in with. Very aggressive.
Oh, it would look like it was going to be a dunk for a minute. However,
Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
he managed to get it in there, despite it being tipped. And another 3-pointer
They played with
for New Orleans.
from the opening tip. And you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take
A.K.A. NOLA, which stands for New Orleans, Louisiana.
balls handling the rock. He's going to find you. Melo's got
For those of you who may not know.
passing the ball.
Valanciunas can't get it to go.
You know how good
A majority of us do know that, though.
he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And Ball just tips it back in for 2.
Nice work that time by LaMelo Ball to follow the
And it's a 6-point Pelicans lead. We've seen this a lot.
The 3.
And they miss another one.
Taking it the other way. Washington outside.
Here's Washington in the corner. Yes, 3-point game. And the Pelicans call a timeout. So with 1:07 left to go in the first, we'll step aside. Pelicans lead at 32-29. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the NBA on Fox Tube TV. Welcome back to the Spectrum Center here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The New Orleans Pelicans up 32-29 here with 1:07 to play in the first quarter of play. This is game 2 of the triple header tonight.
Now the Pelicans will go for a different look here.
Game 1 of the season, which is 40 games in length.
Zion Williamson. Marshall, he's checked in.
And here go the Pelicans, trying to get that lead back up to 6. Want to stay in bounds, though. They do get it back up to 6.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Step back, but miss.
Pleasing already.
Can they get it to a 9-point lead?
First quarter.
Here's Marshall. And no, not Marshall Mathers, but
The defense
that's
takes a
good.
chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Fires the 3.
And another miss for Charlotte.
Here's Murphy. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Goes back up. Out to
They had the opportunity to lead by 12 and didn't take it. Oh, well, look at that. That's a miss by Charlotte, which then now results in a 12-point lead
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter.
for New Orleans. The step back. Another missed three for Charlotte. Oh, did he hit that? I would challenge that. No, they said he didn't. So at the end of the first, 41-29, didn't give the option for a challenge. Pelicans up. And don't go anywhere because you're watching the NBA on Fox Tube TV. Back with the start of the second in a minute. Welcome back to the NBA on Fox Tube TV. We're getting ready to start the second quarter of play here. New Orleans up 41-29 after one. And it's looking good if you're a Pelicans fan. Unfortunately, in all the other games we've seen tonight, we've seen a lot of empty seats by the time that game was over for the home team. And here we go. So it's like Charlotte gets to start with the ball to start the second quarter of play. And he's driving to the basket, misses, but Richards is going to put it back up for two, and it gets an opportunity for a two-point play. As this will now give them plenty of time to do some substitutions. So they will get a three-point play there. There's Rozier. Yes. Back to a 6-point Pelicans lead. Here's McCollum. He's driving to the basket and loses the ball. Here's O'Brien Jr. How do you say his last name? And he drains a three, making it a 3-point game. Here's not Marshall Mathers, but Marshall with a three. Aubrey, I would imagine, hits a three, so he answers. And this is looking like a three-point contest. Most of the games have looked like three-point contests today. Some of you might find that a little boring and sad. Others might find that interesting.
And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And they couldn't even get the two there. Daniels does a pump fake and misses the three. Here's Richards. Fires for the three, misses. This is the three-point king for the Pelicans right here. And he's going to his favorite spot. No, not that time. Richards has an opportunity to put that in and does. Does Mr. Three-Point King have what it takes? Yes, that time he does. And just a reminder, when the winning team, which is has been the road team in every game so far, has led by 60 or more points at half and has not trailed by more than 1 point at half. So just for your information,
centers like Valanciunas who have a nice touch are able to force rim protectors away from the hoop. And Oubre gets it to go. The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's the three-point king stepping back again. Nails another three. They got to give this guy a crown after tonight. He's had 20 points tonight. All from three-point range. Deep one. Going there. No cigars. Oh, but it's tipped back in. But it's tipped to Marshall. Here's Daniels. Was trying to redeem himself from earlier, but doesn't do it. There's Richards putting in a 2.
Richards has got 7.
About as easy an assist as you can have that time for Rozier.
There's Marshall. He's hit a couple threes tonight and misses that one.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning.
And that'll be out of bounds, but it will be the Hornets' ball.
Charlotte making some changes. Williams is checked in for Richards. Martin comes in for Rozier. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball. Now here's Oubre. 9 points in the game. Drills it from deep.
And that's good. So it's now a 2-point Pelicans lead.
There's McCollum with the 3.
And they have not trailed at all in this game.
For Charlotte, they're shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. Washington.
But they do now. As the Hornets will drop a 3.
From behind the arc. Williamson. That one's
But the
good.
Pelicans answer.
Pelicans lead by 2. Williamson's gone 3 of 5 from the field.
And few players are as electric.
Here's Williams. Answers right back. And again, remember, teams have put 60 or more points on the board before half and have not trailed by more than 1.
Jones has got his second basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And that ties up the game right there.
Terrific answer.
And the blend of speed and power, as you said, Grant, Zion is unmatched.
He's a rhino with a jetpack. And on defense, when you see him coming in the open floor, you don't want to get in his way.
A great opportunity to try to score.
What makes him so
Take the lead.
Here's Oubre from the arc. Williams passes to Smith. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball.
Checked in for Charlotte. Book now.
And that gives us enough time for substitutions.
Checked in for New Orleans. Alvarado
We've only had one game tied at halftime, and that was the Boston-Milwaukee game from earlier today. This one will not, for at least for the time being, as New Orleans pulls out to a 3-point lead. But Smith Jr. matches it. They get an opportunity to do it again. Martin going to 3-point range. Yes! Gets it to go.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Williamson for 3. And the Pelicans.
And Zion matches it.
Jump shot is a work in progress for Williamson, but he's willing to put in the work.
Williams from long range.
There's a miss.
He's 5 for 9 in this one. Williamson outside. And the Pelicans hit again.
The Pelicans get 3. Plenty of time
Love to see that confident play.
for the Hornets to match it.
Smith. Three-point range. Smith's got 6.
It's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Oh, he doesn't get it off in time. And it will be tied at 71 at halftime.
Force. Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington.
Takes too long with
PJ,
it.
what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second
And
half?
not a single timeout
Not let them get easy routes
was
to the
called
basket and, contesting their shots,
in that second quarter as we get,
not let them
as we'll
get
talk to Washington here
Comes back
with
to
our
the
sideline
fundamentals,
reporter.
guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks,
Okay, well, thank you as we head to halftime, tied at 71. And just like the other game, it'll be a little longer halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be
Well, what an interesting halftime it was, tied at 71, but here we go to start the second half here. Here's LaMelo Ball bringing it out, and he hits a three right off the bat to take the lead for the Charlotte Hornets. And so far, only one team tonight has scored under 130 points. And that was the Jazz that you just saw a little bit ago. But they have not, but no other team besides them has scored under 130 points, and he was out of bounds, so the Hornets will get the ball back. So we'll have to see what happens.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Clark, you can make a case that the Hornets were the best passing team last season.
Let's go to the numbers. I mean, they averaged the most assists per game in the league. Not just one guy. This is a team.
And they got to cover that guy because he's really good. And the Pelicans will retain possession of the ball as that's knocked out of bounds. But nice job there, at least getting the block. You just, again, got to make sure that he's going for the backboard when you block it. Because if not, then you'll give him the ball back. The Hornets are looking to become the first home team to win, as home teams are 0-5 tonight. And now they have a 6-point lead, though. Road teams are 5-0, and they might be 5-1. If this game keeps going the way it's going for the Hornets, look at that. They came from behind. And now they have showed up to play some basketball. That's another miss for the Hornets, but they're first in a minute. And look at that. Taking the 2 points now is the Pelicans as Williamson slams that one down. Deep three. Missed.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
And they're just going for the 2, trying to tie the game back up.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside. Washington, it goes.
And they get the 3. Oh, look at that. You're just turning over the ball at this point. Another 3 for the Hornets. And you would not expect this after the Pelicans led 41-29 in the first quarter. So what happened? Going for the 3. No. And Rozier misses it. Ball puts it up, and it's no good. And there's a 3. That's within 2 again. And we'll have to see if the Pelicans can stop them here. But another 3, and the Pelicans call a timeout. So with 2:42 to go in the third, the Hornets are now up 92-87. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on Fox 2 TV. Welcome back to the Spectrum Center. Well, it is now the Pelicans trailing in this one as the home team, the Charlotte Hornets, to win in Game 1 of the season.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Alvarado. Offensive rebound.
And it's going to be some second chance points there, and he gets it.
9 points in the game.
And it's now a 2-point game again.
Outstanding work all the way around.
The Hornets have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Rozier from outside.
And now back to a 5-point game for the Pelicans, or for the Jazz. But the Pelicans answer and make it a 2-point again. They just got to find a way. They just got to find a way to cut into that lead. Oh, there's an opportunity right there.
Pass to Marshall. Knocked away. It's Nance off the drive.
And they tie it up.
Nance has got his second basket on the night.
Nance Jr. with the mobile one drive right here to tie up the game at 95.
That was another look at our mobile one drive of the game just a moment ago.
He made that drive look easy. That had a high degree.
And that's a miss for Charlotte.
And New Orleans shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count.
Oh, and a miss for New Orleans as well.
They've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter, 8 of 16, even as a forward.
And a shooting foul, so 2 shots will be coming up for the Hornets, and it will be a 2-point Hornets lead.
The game during the season. Having Gordon and there's no question about it. Gordon is an exciting player. Athletic,
Yes,
who can really
I should have said assuming they make both, but they did make both, so it aged well. But the Pelicans going for the lead, and they got it. They got the 1-point lead.
Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
tremendous show of will and resilience on both
And the Hornets are the first team to score 100 in this game.
sides, folks. It's not just about making shots. It's about making shots in the biggest moments.
Here's Alvarado. 9 points in the game. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter.
Nope,
Out of bounds.
that was out of bounds.
So for the Hornets, Martin, he's checked in for Rozier, and it's Booknight in for Ball. There's 47
And here go the Pelicans again.
quarter of basketball. Here's Alvarado.
He missed it,
Launches it. Gets the
but that time they get it to go.
points for him.
And now lead by 1 again.
Season opening and capitalizes.
And that goes out of bounds, so the Pelicans will retain possession of the ball.
New Orleans in the lead. Richardson for 3. It's hauled in by Hayward.
And they missed the 3-pointer.
The ball at 60%. Excellent average. Here's Richards. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Here's Murphy. The 3 is up.
And Murphy will make it a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Orleans lead. There's the steal. It can go. No good on the post.
And that will be a 4-point New Orleans lead at the end of the third quarter. So after 3, it's New Orleans 104, Hornets 100. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NBA on FoxTube TV. Well, here we go to start the 4th and final quarter of play, 104 to 100. Pelicans back on top after trailing 92 to 87, with just over 2 minutes to go in the third. They've came back and regained the lead. Now they can stretch it back out, and they do. It's now 107-100. The Hornets started missing them and somehow stepped out of bounds there. But it gives another chance to the Pelicans to extend their lead even more. So this might be the first game where both teams don't score 130 points or more, as the Pelicans' lead has grown to 10, and it will stay at 10 and possibly even more.
2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. The three from Valanciunas. Rebound goes to the Hornets.
Never mind, it will stay at 10, as that's a miss from New Orleans. And thankfully for that miss, New Orleans still keeps their 10-point lead, but now turns it into a 13-point lead.
26.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
That's exactly what they're doing here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And another miss
Threes to fall on 4 attempts here in the fourth.
for New Orleans, but Zion decides to take a two-pointer
2 points for him.
instead, and with 4:35 to go in the fourth, the Hornets call a timeout. So the Pelicans on top, 115 to 100. We'll be back in a few. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the NBA on Fox 2 TV. Welcome back to the Spectrum Center. It's a 15-point Pelicans lead. And they lead at 115 to 100 with 4:35 to go in the fourth. And, well, the New Balance player of the game, Zion Williamson. As he's just been having a night. Look at all those points scored by him. Well, later tonight over on Twitch will be the third and final game of this triple header today. The Mavericks and Knicks coming up at 11 p.m. over on that channel on Twitch. But for tonight, this is the end of our coverage of the NBA for tonight. And we'll pick up tomorrow. But here we go. So it looks like it's going to be Hornets basketball here to start the, or not to start the fourth quarter, but to continue on in the fourth quarter. Looking for their first points, and they got it. 11-3 run in the last minute 28 for the Pelicans. That's an 11-3 run in 88 seconds, now a 14-3 run.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now.
And a 14-6 run now. That's a good run if you're the Pelicans. Not so much of a good run if you're the Pelicans. But hey, points are points, and they're just 10 away from at least jumping in with the other teams at having 130 or more points on the board. There was a couple other games where we questioned if they were going to have 130 or more points on the board, but they managed to pull it off.
That man is laser focused. That's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
And how about this? Now Charlotte's scoring points. Could they make another comeback? My prediction is they'll be able to make a comeback and send it to overtime, hopefully, assuming all goes well for them and they can stop the Pelicans like they did in the third quarter. They got under 3 minutes to do it. So it's going to be a lot of threes you're going to need to drain and not miss like that.
I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
The three from Valanciunas.
Oh, that's no good. Use that to your advantage. They just missed a three. And you missed a three on your last drive, and look at that. They're going to use that to their advantage. As it's now 126 to 115. And they decide to take the 2 points for a two-pointer. And that will be game 2 of 40 for both of these teams. And now the Pelicans have dropped 130 plus on the board. So far only 2 teams haven't done that. And that was the Jazz. And so far, the Hornets haven't done it yet. But they have a great opportunity to do that. And the Hornets call a timeout with 1:39 to go. So with 1:39 to go in the fourth, Pelicans 134, Hornets 122. Don't go anywhere because we'll be back in 70 seconds right here on Fox 2 TV.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter.
All right, so welcome back to the Spectrum Center as we're here to hopefully wrap up garbage time. 1:39 to go. Pelicans leading 134 to 122.
Hayward's checked in.
Can the Hornets make a comeback, though, and tie it? LaMelo Ball's been dropping points a lot tonight, but couldn't get any there. As there's Jones with a three to stretch the lead out even farther. And they're just going to take 2 this time, but it's going to not be 2 because he misses it. But a quick steal takes it back the other way.
Amazing tonight.
Now here's McCollum. And here's Ingram outside. Williamson passes to Valanciunas.
So under a minute to go.
Washington grabs the miss.
137-125. Here's Hayward. And 40 seconds left on the clock. You got to stop the Pelicans if you want to get back in this game. Well, the Pelicans at least got 130 on the board, so the only team to not do that will be the Jazz tonight. Not that that really means anything good or bad, it's just that's what happened. They're the only team to not put 130 plus on the board. And there's Ingram for New Orleans.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
McCollum with a steal.
And that will do it. 149 to 131, the final.
Road victory.
Here, the Pelicans make home teams 0-6. After we thought that home teams would be 1-5, they are now 0-6. They have not won yet tonight, and that makes you wonder if the Mavericks will win tonight against the Knicks, as the Knicks are the road team. And of course, that game will be at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Twitch. So there's our interview with Zion, who scored 36.7 rebounds, then 4 offensive rebounds.
And any group would be happy to have you. Thanks, Zion.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's
All right, well, with that, we say so long. 149-131, the final here in Charlotte. Thank you for watching this presentation of the NBA. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow night.